think the game is at a loss for not having crossplay with PC, because I don't see Granblue Fantasy as like, while it's a known IP among like fans, like how do you reach that wider audience? And one of the ways I think to alienate that wider audience is to sit here and say you need to coordinate your platform before you decide whether you want to buy this game or not. It adds in an extra level of complexity that doesn't exist with the majority of other games. And as more and more games become crossplay with each other, I think that's going to be something that people are going to look at it and say, why not? Well, go ahead, Chili.
I can tell you I've experienced that flaw myself. If anyone watches, I streamed my entire playthrough on Twitch. And a couple of times I decided, you know what? Maybe I'll take a little bit of a break from the story. It's been a good story, but maybe I just want a little bit of an emotional break. I'll go play some side content online. Okay, I've got these like 9 missions I've got unlocked. Let's go online. Okay, this one looks fun. It gives me a character card, which allows me to unlock more characters. I'll do this mission. Click. Do. Failed. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe I'll change the criteria. Failed. Maybe I'll change a different quest. Oh, no, failed. I have not been able to play a single mission online because I've not been able to find a single person.
So you're saying it's broken before the official launch? No.
I don't know if it's either broken or there's just not enough players doing those specific missions. Like I think there's a quick mission option, but I cannot find it anywhere. Like if I pick a specific mission I want, and by the way, you can change your region as well. So make sure you change your region and your settings, because normally it's default to private. So make sure you set it to anywhere and so forth. Like I've set it to any region, which gives me a warning, by the way. Gives you a warning if you set it to any region in case of lag. And I've set it to any, and I still cannot find this. I've not been able to find a single person when I play. So, yeah.
Well, I'll let you know how my experience goes. I am somewhat tempted to also maybe pick this up on Steam. It really just depends on what, like how this year kind of shakes up. Like I said in the start of the show, like Pal World is by far like the thing that I it's on my mind more than any other game is right now, and I'm really excited about that. But the only that was the only negative actually I have on this game is the fact that this would benefit I think so greatly from crossplay. And so I have nothing else negative to add, because I think visually this game is breathtaking. It really feels beautiful, especially on the PS5. And honestly, there's parts of it, like obviously it's quintessential JRPG, various different tropes with the various characters, but it is just an absolute like picturesque art. Like it feels like a painting. You're watching a painting come alive.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, there are so many stunning moments in this game that just took my breath away. Like the boss fights, I'm not going to mention any of the boss fights, what they are, but the boss fights are a visual spectacle that feel unique with each one, except for a certain one. I'm not going to spoil that. But they all feel very unique and visually just amazing. And you feel a sense of grandeur with every fight when it comes to the boss fights. Yeah.
You feel a sense of Granblue instead of grandeur. Like we just trade any word that has grand in it, and we add blue to it. That's all a part of it.
I don't know, because blue normally means sad, and after being in this game, I didn't feel sad at all. Like I want to keep playing. So
and it gives you that option.
It does not make me feel sad.
There it is, the official work to game box.
Can't say that about Suicide Squad.
No, that makes me feel sad. No, so you're absolutely right. There's like a level of like, I like how the characters feel like so well voice acted. I like how the characters look so well animated. And obviously I'm a big fan of this art style, but that outside of visuals, like again, like I said, this is a picturesque, breathtaking experience. Shifting into the gameplay itself, what did you think about the combat, Chili? Like, and I'm just curious because how do we sell this to Kirk? He's going to be playing Persona 3. How do we sell Granblue to Kirk? Go ahead.
Kirk, have you ever played Monster Hunter?
Yeah, you lost me.
Like, you ever played a Monster Hunter, but you've wished it had a good combat system instead of how it's incredibly slow and clunky?
Okay, you got me again.
Yep.
That's what this feels like. This feels like a lot like if Monster Hunter had a very fast, accurate combat system that's not as slow and clunky as the yeah,
an RPG system that you get experience and level up.
You see that health bar, just like, oh man, it's just like,
yeah. But if you look at the level
bullet
difference,
spongy, like giant monster bosses, I don't know if it's my thing, dude. And maybe that means I'm not gonna like Final Fantasy 16, Brian. But I think the story's gonna keep me engaged on that front at least.
If you're watching this video on YouTube, which by the way, if you're listening to the audio version, they're currently finding the Quaker dial in this video. If you notice, the team are level 2, and this boss is level 5. Mm-hmm. So that is why it's why it's so spongy. Once you start catching up to the level of bosses, they become a little less spongy. Like there is a level gap right there, and that's what's causing this to be. And this is also the tutorial boss. So, yeah, give it as it is. But yeah, if you don't like big boss fights like this, then no.
See, like Brian, I'm thinking like this one's for you, and like Vision of Mana is for me.
Dude, well, like, Vision of Mana I'm excited about Vision of Mana.
Okay,
I'm not,
but like I'm way more excited about Vision of Mana than this game.
But this game has multiplayer, and I don't believe Vision of Mana is going to have multiplayer. And that's
I love games not having multiplayer, but that's not how you make content.
Well, I mean, that's not how I make content. My gaming experience is I don't go out to bars.